It's Tuesday morning. We just passed that military base, and Orchard is literally a four-way intersection with a water tower that doesn't even work anymore. Maybe it used to be a whistle stop because there's the train, and there goes Ken on his way to Glenn's Ferry. He'll bike through probably a small town called Cleft, and then Mountain Home, which has an Air Force base. There's a lot of military out here, and then onto Glenn's Ferry.
It's about 11 o'clock on Tuesday, and we decided to get me started just past Boise instead of going right from the campground, just because the traffic was so crazy and drivers in the Boise area don't seem too tolerant of bicyclists, so I felt pretty uneasy at times. So I decided to start pick this spot called Orchard, which is just outside of Boise. But to get there, we took Google Maps, and I think I forgot to switch it to car mode. But we ended up driving for about 18 miles on this really rough gravel road, and we ended up finding out that we were driving into an Army installation where they do target practice and Army tactical practice and laser range and things like that. And then we ended up driving into this Army base. You can kind of see it back there over my shoulder. They're just building it. It looks like a big Army base. So we were the only civilians, except for contractors driving around in their pickups. They're probably looking at us like, what in the heck are you guys doing with your pop-up camper and your Lexus and your bicycles? What are you doing out here? So Lori just dropped me off in a town called Orchard, which really isn't a town. There's an old what do you call it, water tower that's defunct. I'm gonna guess this was a whistle stop for Union Pacific sometime in the past. See the rail track right there. So hopefully this pavement continues and doesn't turn into rough gravel again. On my way to Glenn's Ferry, and then the halfway point today is Mountain Home, Idaho. I believe there's a military base there. Laura's gonna meet me there for a checkpoint, see everything's going okay. But lots of sagebrush around me, mountains in the distance from both sides. No traffic, love it so far. Looks like the pavement just ended, so I'm about 2.5 miles into my ride, and now we're back to gravel. I've got about 7 miles to a town called Cleft. Hopefully it's actually a town. Maybe they have some pavement, but it looks like for now at least I'm driving on this. Could be worse. I've driven on worse gravel on this trip already. This is fairly easy to pedal on. It's pretty compacted, but yeah. Whee! Lots of ruts. Maybe I think we'll be fine. Just gonna be a little slower. On the bright side, the wind's good. Temperature's great. It's like 70. Got beautiful scenery around me. Lots of sage. I guess some of those sage bushes could be 100 years old. Some guy was telling me the other day. Anyway, I'm gonna put this camera down and hopefully I can make it through here okay. Well, the road got a little worse than I expected. Thankfully the sides here are navigable. That's why I got this bike, so I can handle some roads like this. I got 2.75 inch wide tires, knobbies. They slow me down on the highway a bit. I also have a thud buster in the seat, so if I hit a hard bump, it doesn't jar me quite so much. This is I bought this bike at REI. It's called a Co-op ADV 4.2, and for this type of riding, it works pretty good. I feel very stable. If I was on my road bike right now, I'd be a mess. I'd be a wreck. I probably would have wrecked already. We'll see if this goes on for another 7 miles. Oh my gosh. We will see. This is a rough road. I'm glad Laura didn't drive down here. I mean, I think our truck would have made it, but I'm not so sure about our pop-up camper. The little trailer doesn't have the suspension for this type of driving. So if one road fails, just make a new one. One thing's for sure, I'm not going to run into a lot of traffic on this road, which is a nice break. After a while, the traffic flying by you kind of become immune to it, but every once in a while somebody will dust you and they'll kind of come close to you, and that kind of gives you a bad feeling. So far, so fun. I guess there's this a trail that you can drive across the entire United States. It's mostly dirt roads and mud roads that you can, I think it's called the Trans-America Road or Trail, and you can ride, if you're crazy, you can ride a mountain bike across it. It'll take you quite a while, or you can take like a four-wheeler or a ATV of some sort, a Razor. I think it'd be kind of fun to pack up a tent, pack up a cooler and some supplies and sleeping bags, and do a cross country like that. I think that'd be a blast. Maybe for another year. We'll see. Not sure I've added that to my bucket list yet. One of my things I want to do in my life list yet. But it's been dancing around up there. Road finally got a little bit better, and there's the UP train full of tanks. I wonder where they're going. Maybe that army base. Pretty sure that's where they're going. Huh. Anyway, I'm still on that dirt road. It's improved here. I've got another 1.25 miles left on it. turn into the road to the landfill. These tanks go on and on and on. Different kinds of tanks. I don't know, one tank from another. My buddy Scott used to be in charge of a platoon of Abrams tanks. Wonder if that's what those are. Anyway, it's like tanks go on forever. Must be preparing for something big.
There goes Kenmore Gravel. He says he's having a blast. This is what his bike is made for. Just so you know, we are in the metropolis of Cleft. How do I know? At this intersection it says Cleft and Pacific. So not even a water tower. It didn't even have an exit to I-84. But Ken says he's having a blast on his bike. Next stop where we're going to meet at is 56 minutes for him. 12 miles. It'll take me about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to get there, even by car. Hopefully, when we get back up to the interstate, there will be pavement. He is going to be on the Old Oregon Trail Highway, and we're hoping maybe it's not gravel. He said he was probably trespassing on a lot of properties, and he was a little concerned about maybe getting shot at because everywhere around here says no trespassing. And Mason, thinking of you with all these military vehicles over and over for miles and miles.
On pavement again. The bike is a little bit dirty. Got some weeds on it. We're on the Old Oregon Trail Road now. Old Highway 30 maybe. Hopefully we get this for a while. This will be nice. Here we are, Google trying to keep me off highways again. Gotta tell you, I love it. This is probably my most favorite part of this ride so far, is riding on these old roads. This is part of the Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail kind of, back in the day, kind of spread out and various paths were cut, and this is one of them. It's still used by ranchers and I suppose windmill people. As you can see in the distance, we got a bunch of windmills up there, so there's still a use for them. Looks like there's maybe a pipeline that runs along here. It's a slower ride, but I gotta tell you, I love it. The old road bike would never make it on this road. I'd have popped a tire a long time ago. I'm going about 12 right now, so that's not too bad. There's a petroleum pipeline buried here. Google still giving me instructions, 600 feet, turn left. We'll see what that means. Tried to get me to turn a while back into something, but it was fenced off, so I couldn't go through. I assume it's been the ranchers trying to keep his cattle in, so I didn't want to unhook his fence. Plus, we're in Idaho. Who knows if I'll get shot or not. All right, saying turn left, and I'm not seeing a left turn. Oh, there's a left turn there. Whoa. 2 miles on this. Ah! This is crazy. This is even a road. It's barely a cow path. 4 miles. Well, hope I don't get a flat. Hope I don't have any issues. Sharp right. Feet sharp right. Google, are you smoking or what? I don't see a path to turn sharp right on. Creepy. There are no sharp rights to be had around here. I think it's hilarious that Google thinks this is a road. All right. Creepy zone. I just don't want to find a rattlesnake. Lots of holes in the ground here. The road seems to sort of not exist here. Ground is caked with something. I don't know what that is. It's like a moss that dried up or something. Very unusual. Oh look, a fence. Oh. That's totally gonna keep me out. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like there's a trail along the fence. I think potentially follow. Let's see what we got here. Huh. It says go straight. To Old Oregon Trail Road, which is not that far up. On the other hand, who knows where this takes me? I feel like I need to go across this. So I'm going to. Shit, this hurt. So I'll lift it over, I think. Hope nobody gets mad at me for this. If I do, I'll beg for forgiveness. Some big ass barbed wire there. Just step right over. There we go. Okay, the road is less defined here. This was probably what it was like for the settlers when they came across on the Oregon Trail. Lots of holes to break their animal livestock's legs in, or even people. It's interesting how the road is lined with rocks on the left side there, and before it was on the right side. I suppose that's just to give the trail some definition. Or just to get the rocks out of the road. I wonder how many years ago those rocks were put there. Probably in the mid-1800s. Oh, giant holes. I'm thinking they're probably a combination of prairie dogs, badgers. Oh my gosh, I hurt. Who knows? Ants? I don't know if snakes dig holes like that. Probably not. Rabbits might burrow, who knows? Oh wow, look at that hole. Whew. Never expected to be crossing Idaho or any of the states on roads like this. This is a first for me, obviously. Cap high. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh. I lost the road. There it is. So hard to see the trail here. You can barely make out tire tracks. Oop, just crunched a tumbleweed. I see a semi or a truck over there. That's a sign of life. I think I lost my track. Oh, I think it's over there. Seems like a flatter area. I don't see any wheel marks. Sort of a trail here, I guess. There's a fence. So right up there and see what it looks like. Looks like a road over there. certainly looks like a road. What is it saying now? Okay, that's really close. So I can get through here without getting shot. Another bike hurdle. At least this road looks a little bit better here. Or if it's just to be a train track or something, I don't know. Muffler dumping station. That little trail looks better, Warren. Looks like another prairie dog town over here. There's a gate. Oh, road. Thank God. Yay! It's like pavement.
So what a day I'm having with Google with roads. I took a screenshot of Find My Friend and it didn't even show this road that Ken is on. I just saw him. But this isn't even really a road. It's not even actually on Google Maps. So he's taking him, Google's taking him some pretty interesting routes. I did see him a minute ago. I don't see his head now. But I did see him biking and moving. I don't know if he saw me or not. Oh, there he is. I see him down the road. He's stopped. Is it working?
Yes, it is.
Hi, I was worried about you. Did you have fun on the Oregon Trail?
I did. I had a lot of fun. Finally, right before I got off the trail, my GoPro battery died. So, and then my tab broke off my battery, so I couldn't easily swap it out to film the rest of the trail. So, but at the end of the trail, back on the highway, Laura is sitting there waiting for me because she uses
Find My Friend.
Find My Friend. We both have Apple phones, so she can keep track of me. So even if Google leaves me on some sort of wild goose chase trail, she can find me.